So I think she's warm enough to do what I said I was going to do, which is I have just checked those two shark bite connections on my heater core. So let's just do this. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to feel that connector, and then I'm going to open that top line that goes into the heater core or the heater box. Now see, this is dry and this is dry. So I'm going to open this one. What that will do is that'll put pressure on that lower one. Well, I could open them both because that would give me a flow of water there. Let's do that. Let's just open them both. Then we got water circulating. Look, my finger's wet. You see that? And close this one back. That didn't take long. So, there's no moisture on this top one, but this bottom one is wet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to let it cool off. I'm going to take this piece of shark bite out, and I'm going to put a piece of that red rubber hose that I've got here in place of it. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. So what's going to happen is when I cut this off, I'm going to want it to cool down. As a part of me that's thought about just changing both of those shark bites out and just putting a piece of hose on both of them. Just doing one. So now what's going to happen, I'm going to go eat breakfast. I'm going to give that time to cool off completely, and then we'll come back to that. Now, theoretically, I should be able to do this without draining the oil out of my engine, because even though I will have water that leaks out of the heater core, I won't lose the water in my radiator or in my engine. So I'll just let that water go. I want you to look down there. There's a pine cone. Can you see that pine cone down there? There's a pine cone sitting down in the motor. Right up against the exhaust manifold. Isn't that lovely? You don't get that kind of stuff in the city. All you city fellas riding around in your shiny cars and doing donuts in the road and jacking the front and the back end up down and making your cars dance. Y'all ain't got no pine cones up against your frame, wedged between the frame and the heater and the exhaust manifold like I got. See, that's what you get when you got country living. Yeah, a little touch of country. Amen. I love it. I love it. I love it. Nothing yet. Probably what I'll do is let her warm up pretty good and then take her for a drive up and down the road. See if she springs will leak when the pressure gets a little higher, which it will when you're driving it. Now I'm just let her get hot. I think I'll go in the house, get my wallet, check on the dogs, and then we'll let her go up and down the road here in a little bit. I could do with some more windshield washing. Maybe I'll do that while I'm waiting too. I'll tell you one thing, this windshield is hot. Windshield's real hot. I wonder if it's got some overspray on it. It's real hot. The windshield feels like it's got some kind of overspray on it. Let's see, I used to have some of those windshield things. Like this. I think this is one. Yeah. Like that. This got something on it that is stuck to it good. I don't know what it got on it. By the way, I haven't seen any leaks yet. Oh look, in the sunlight, I can see the water moving through that pipe. That's interesting. Huh. Cool. Shows me that it's got some air in it, but so what? So let's see. I don't know if you can see or not, but these are dark, these funny looking spots here. Yeah, look, something's coming off. See that? So I'm gonna let that water cool down, and then I'm gonna top the radiator off again. And in the meantime, I'm gonna scrape and wash this windshield. There's definitely something on it. If you see this, this is what's scraping off of it right here. I don't know if that came from sitting under the tree, because it was sitting back there and there was tree sap getting on it. That could be what we got here. But I may change the blade on this thing. I got some extra blades for it. But I'm gonna scrape that whole windshield and wash it. I'll go check on my doggies first. In fact, I might let them out if I ain't going anywhere. I don't like to make them stay inside all day. As long as I can keep them out of digging in the mud puddle, digging in the mud hole back there, we'll be fine with it. And they'd rather be out. Babies, you've been good babies. Do you want to come outside with Daddy? Does my babies want to come out? Want to come outside? Whee! What good people you are. What a good boy. What a good girl. Okay, I'm going to keep an eye on you. You just stay away from that mud hole. We'll get along just fine out here, okay? I love you guys. I love you guys. I tell you, they are such a delight. It was rainy yesterday. Actually, a storm came through. We spent a pretty good bit of the day watching football games. We'd let them get out. In fact, that's when they got in the mud hole, was while we had let them out, and they were running around back there, and they started digging up the dirt. But they had a really busy day, and by the time we came to watching the game, they was pooped out. They cuddled up with us and slept on the couch. And I tell you, dogs are such a wonderful addition to your life. If I was a person, and I'm married, and all that now, but I was single once. And if I was a single person and looking to stay single but wanted some company, I'd darn sure get me a dog. I'm gonna get a new blade and put in this thing. When I bought this car, it had a crack in the windshield, like a BB gun crack. And I did a little research, and I bought this cream. It was a windshield rubbing compound that was made specifically for windshields. And they sold it to you with a little wheel to put on in your grill. Made a little wheel application tool that you could run in your drill, and it said to take that tool and take that rubbing compound, and basically you were sanding down your windshield, and it said go really slow because if you got hot it would crack your windshield, and that was a big thing that they said you really had to watch out about, is not getting it hot. I remember I was working on that windshield. I can't even see the crack anymore. I know it was on there somewhere, and I can't even see it anymore. But that did the trick, you know. That cleaned it up good. I can hear this thing when I drag it backwards over some of that bad stuff. It makes a noise. It's like when you rub sandpaper over something. I think and I doubt if it's on the other windows, or even if it would matter that much. You know, you're not looking through your side windows all day long while you're driving down the road. You're looking, but you are looking through this windshield all the time. It needs to be good. Y'all know what I mean. So what happens when you turn your motor off is it gets hotter because water stops moving, and it just sort of sits there and the temperature goes up. So if it was going to leak, it'd be leaking now. It'd be the prime time for a leak would be now, and this is dry over here. So like I say, I'm gonna let that cool completely down. I'm gonna top my radiator off because I drained out I don't know, about a quart of water, which ain't a lot in the radiator, but still I'll refill. I'll top that radiator off again.